Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Swati Kundra. Here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Friday, the 18th of March. Former Pakistan president leaves for Dubai after government removed his name from exit control list. Myanmar reduces ministerial headcount by more than 75%. And now for all the details. Terming Sufism as a celebration of diversity and pluralism and a pivotal part of Islamic heritage of the country, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that Sufism is an effective antidote to terrorism masked as religious ideology.
While inaugurating the World Sufi Forum in India's capital city of New Delhi, Prime Minister Narendra Modi talked about the importance of the teachings of Sufism and said that it is the voice of peace, coexistence, compassion, equality and brotherhood. While addressing over 200 Indian and international delegates, including Sufi spiritual leaders, scholars and academicians, PM Modi said that the message of Sufism has a global relevance at the critical time when the world is vulnerable by violence and conflict.
At a time when the dark shadow of violence is becoming longer, you are the noor or the light of a hope. When young laughter is silenced by guns on the streets, you are the voice that heals.
Prime Minister Modi also denounced terrorism and said that the fight against terrorism is not a confrontation against any religion and any link between the two should be rejected.
The fight against terrorism is not a confrontation against any religion. It cannot be. It is a struggle between the values of humanism and the forces of inhumanity.
The four-day event is being organized by All India Ulama and Mashaikh Board, the apex body of Sufi dargahs in India. The forum is being held to discuss measures through which Sufi teachings can help prevent global terrorism and also guide the Muslim community away from sectarian division.
Moving on, Pakistan's former President General Pervez Musharraf left for Dubai on early Friday morning, hours after Interior Ministry issued notification to remove his name from the country's exit control list. Musharraf, who has been facing multiple legal charges, including treason, murder and assassination of former Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto, had to leave the country for urgent medical treatment, which is not available in Pakistan, his lawyers said. The Pakistan government on Thursday had decided to allow Musharraf to travel abroad for treatment after the Supreme Court lifted a ban on his foreign travel. Musharraf, before leaving, had committed to face all cases against him in court and had promised to return in 4 to 6 weeks. Balochistan, the largest province of Pakistan, is today facing dire human rights situation, say political and human rights activists. They have expressed concern over the enforced disappearances and killings of Baloch people by law enforcement authorities in Pakistan.
Baloch political and human rights activists have sought global attention towards the atrocities carried on by Pakistan law enforcement agencies against the ethnic Baloch people. On the sidelines of the ongoing 31st session of the UN Human Rights Council in Geneva, political activists claimed Pakistan is stifling the voice of Baloch leaders who are fighting against the illegal occupation of Balochistan by Islamabad.
बलूचिस्तान को आज़ाद करने के लिए सियासी सूरत में जो बलूच जदोजहद करें तो उस जदोजहद की बुनियाद पर पाकिस्तान जो है बलूच कौम के हर दानिश्वर को, हर तालीम याफ्ता को, हर पॉलिटिकल वर्कर को घर से या कहीं और जगह से किडनैप करके जाकर जो है अपने हिरासत में सिक्योरिटी फोर्स रखेंगे, ISI और MI, और उसके बाद जो है महीने 2 महीने के बाद उसको जो है कत्ल करके फेंक देते हैं। अगर ये सिलसिला चलता रहा तो बलूच कौम को नेस्त नाबूद कर देगा। तो इससे बेहतर यही है कि कुछ लोग बाहर जाएं और हमारी जो आवाज़ यहाँ पाकिस्तान में आज़ादी की आवाज़, क्योंकि मीडिया वहाँ आज़ाद नहीं है। मीडिया को हमारे बलूचिस्तान में वो छोड़ता नहीं है, उसको नो गो एरिया बना दिया है, कोई NGOs वहाँ जा नहीं सकता।
Musa M. Arjumandi, a human rights activist whose brother had been picked up by Pakistani intelligence agencies when he had come to Balochistan to visit his relatives, says the agencies have been pursuing a kill and dump policy in the region.
Where the Pakistan thinks that it may have some opponency or opposition to the Pakistani state or Pakistani system, they, with the feeling of impunity, kidnap, torture, kill and dump. Kill and dump policy is Pakistan is pursuing towards the Baloch, and they think by doing so they can suppress the Baloch nation and the Baloch aspiration towards a national entity. But I think they are wrong.
Mineral-rich Balochistan has been roiled by a decades-old insurgency by the ethnic Baloch people, who claim their homeland was illegally annexed by Pakistan in 1948.
Moving on to news from Afghanistan, a small but significant militant group, Hizb-i-Islami, has joined the fledgling peace process in the war-ravaged country. This is being seen as a major breakthrough in ending years of political unrest in the country.
Hizb-i-Islami's inclusion in the Afghan peace process comes as a rare positive sign for an initiative that had been fraught with false start and rejected by the main Taliban insurgent group. The announcement on Thursday marked the first success for the renewed effort, aided by the US, China and Pakistan, to end nearly 15 years of war in which millions of people have been killed. Many hope this would inspire other militant groups to follow the suit.
رهبر حزب اسلامی افغانستان جناب حکمتیار صاحب لبیک گفتن و یک هیئت با صلاحیتی را که جناب انجینیر صاحب امین کریم در رأس هیئت تشریف دارند و اینجا پارلیمان حضور دارند. امروز ما اولین جلسه خود آغاز گفتگوی بین الافغانی بین البرادری.
Loosely allied with the Afghan Taliban, Hizb-i-Islami fighters are believed to be active in Afghanistan's eastern Kunar, Nuristan, Ghazni and Logar provinces. The outfit was founded by Hekmatyar, a former Afghan prime minister who took up arms against the new government in Kabul after the 2001 US-sponsored toppling of the Taliban's hardline Islamist regime. Though Hizb-i-Islami is one of several armed anti-government factions, it is the Taliban which is responsible for most of the attacks in Afghanistan. But Taliban had publicly rejected to join the peace talks, laying several preconditions including withdrawal of foreign troops from the country.
In Myanmar, the parliament has announced to slash the number of ministries while reducing the ministerial headcount by 75%. The nation will now have 21 ministries, down from 36 ministries currently. While some ministries have been axed, few have been merged. In his first move as president, Thinkwa has also added new ministries such as Ethnic Affairs and Resources and Environmental Conservation. According to the National League for Democracy Party, the new reform is aimed primarily at cutting costs to reduce the budget deficit. India's northern Rajasthan offers a wide variety of regional cuisines for foodies. Spicy food lovers especially find gastronomical delight in the lip-smacking Rajasthani cuisine called Lal Mas.
The cuisine of Rajasthan is loved by foodies for its spice content that is quite high in comparison to other Indian cuisines. Food lovers from across the globe score the streets of Jaipur, the provincial capital of Rajasthan, that not just offers a fabulous variety of vegetarian food but equally excels in non-vegetarian, mouth-watering dishes. A hot favorite among non-vegetarians is Lal Mas, popular for its rich flavor and tempting taste. Lal mas is a mutton curry prepared in a sauce of curd and hot spices, especially red chilies.
बेस्ट इसका लगा एक तो थोड़ा जो स्पाइसीपन होता है इसमें वो बहुत अच्छा लगा और मुझे इसको एक्चुअली खा के ऐसा लगा कि जैसे बचपन में मदर बनाती थी हमारे लिए उस तरह का बिल्कुल घर का जैसा बना हुआ लग रहा था। बहुत ही जैसे ट्रेडिशनल जो होता है अपना लाल मांस में तो इतना बढ़िया अलग ही टेस्ट था बिल्कुल कि हमने अभी दूसरा भी एक फ्लेवर लिया था लेकिन उसमें मज़ा नहीं आया हमें।
It is one of the star dishes of the game cuisine to have come out of the male kitchens of Mewar, whose genesis was in the grounds of a hunting expedition instead of a royal kitchen. Traditionally, lal mas was prepared with wild game meat, such as boar or deer, and chilies were used to veil the gamey odor of the meat. It was a favorite among the royals. While the spicy flavor has remained intact, nowadays the meat used is tender mutton.
लाल मांस जो है वो एक राजस्थानी क्यूजीन में जो नॉन वेज के अंदर बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंस रखता है। सी बेसिकली आप राजस्थान को देखो तो इट वाज ऑलवेज बीन रॉयल्टी, राजा महाराजा। अब वो कभी शिकार पे जाते तो इट यूज्ड टू बी अ गेमी डिश।
A trip to Rajasthan is simply not done if you are not able to dig into this fiery but scrumptious dish.
Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude, the top stories once again. Former Pakistan president leaves for Dubai after government removed his name from exit control list. Myanmar reduces ministerial headcount by more than 75%. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time next week. Have a great weekend.